Let's talk about hyperpigmentation. A lot of people are coming to me with questions about hyperpigmentation. They're coming about age spots, dark spots, all the different things on their face that can cause like discoloration and all that. So where is that coming from? What is it? So what it is, it's a overproduction of the melanin in the skin, and you can have them no matter what color of skin you've got going down. And it usually starts appearing when it can in the late 20s, 30s, 40s, and a lot comes from being in the sun and not protecting your skin from the sun many years ago. So think of the women that are having a lot of these issues, and not saying that all of you all are, is the ones that tan in bed lovers. I mean, I was there as well some, and people who just bake themselves in the sun, and I love a good tan, so I understand why you did it. But a lot of times we didn't realize, or maybe you worked on a farm, or you worked somewhere that you were in the sun a lot of time, lifeguards and that, and sun is great. If you do not know, go ahead in the morning and get the first bit of sun that you can when you wake up, and or sometime in the day. Like, it is great for our naked skin to get sun. But there's a lot of different things that are in the air and all that just aren't like where they used to be, and things that we intake, bad seed oils and that, and what's going on the inside of us, and just the combination of everything. Like, if we're getting easily sunburnt, then that creates all this going down. Plus, outside of sun, things like birth control, different hormone related things that are going down, thyroid issues, I'm trying to think what else. But there can be just many different factors. But know that you're not stuck in that. So I've been having a lot of questions like what can I do? I'm very self-conscious and I need some help. And I just want to thank you all for being vulnerable enough to share that with me, because I know that is not easy. And no matter what your skin looks like, let me tell you, you are beautiful. You are made as an image bearer of God, and you are no mistake. So just to get that out there. All right. So when it comes to skincare, that is going to be where you get the most help and actually reverse some of what's going down. So the dark spots and everything are coming up. What has happened is they are deeper in the skin, and you are now seeing them raise to the surface. And sometimes that can take years and years for it to come to the surface. Or you get this damage and the melanin, the extra melanin, is sticking together in different places, and then it is coming out. So my two favorite skincare pieces to help with that, there's many different things, but what I've been recommending most lately excuse me, is retinol and vitamin C. Now, you cannot have them together. It's going to burn your face. Let me tell you, I've done that and I realized I was doing that the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was applying them together. That's a no-no. We all have little mistakes and everything. So what I'm telling you is, so those two can make a big difference. Now, I love all of our Mary Kay, just products in general, work together to support each other, and they are actually tested together to give you the most bang for your buck, and so that it is more beneficial for your skin. Now, if you are on the Time Wise repair line, that is going to help seal the deal with that. But if you are not, and you're on other products and all that, then retinol and vitamin C. So your retinol, you're going to take at night. You're going to cleanse your face, and then you're going to apply your retinol. But retinol is not something that you wear during the day. It makes you extra sensitive to the sun, so it will cause burning if you are wearing that during the day. Do not wear it during the day. You can totally wear it during the night. And our 0.3 you can use up to daily use. If you have super extra sensitive skin, then maybe start applying it every other day and then go to every day. You're going to find what works best for your skin. But what's going to happen is it's going to turn over the cells faster to get rid of that hyperpigmentation. And don't be alarmed if at first you feel like your hyperpigmentation is a little bit worse before it gets better, because what's going to happen is it's going to continue to pull that from your skin and turn it over and shed it. And what's going to happen with vitamin C, it's going to help with that melanin production during the daytime, so you can put it on in the morning. You can cleanse your face and apply your favorite vitamin C, however you want to do that, whether it's with the serum or the booster. And you're going to apply it and then do your moisturizer. But it's going to help with your melanin production, and it's also going to help break down with the antioxidants and all that extra melanin color that you have, and help support the new baby skin cells that are coming about. So but make sure you are protecting that face. Like I said, sunlight is so important, and you need to get that for your body, for your vitamin D, especially in the winter time. But your face can still burn at a certain point. So you can protect your face with a sunscreen. Some people can use any sunscreens. Not everyone can use all. If nothing else, use your foundation primer. Like, that is my big thing. So, but we do have mineral and we do have chemical sunscreens, and I can talk to you more about that if you would like. So, getting that skin to turn over, that's going to be great. And the other thing is, you're not going to mix your retinol with acne products. So if you've got to use acne products, you want to use them in the morning time. Let's see. But then once you get, and you're like, oh my gosh, so I'm so self-conscious, I'll need to cover it with makeup. Now, this may be something short term that you need to do. You may need to use extra makeup right now to help with your confidence, and you'll be able to use less later. And I know sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to be as natural as possible. I get that. Sometimes with the hyperpigmentation, we have to do a little bit more though to get to that natural spot, and just to help with your confidence in between. Like I said, if you don't want to cover it, that is totally fine. But these are the conversations that I'm having where it's like, how can I cover them best? Sometimes it's going to take some layering. So I have an acne spot right here that I am working on covering. And now, so this is just some concealer that I've got on. I have mixed it with my light peach and my light 2 concealer. Now, when you're looking at colors and all that, sometimes it can be a little tricky because we don't want your foundation and all that to be too light and giving you this washed out effect if you have a lot of hyperpigmentation. And this is going to vary for every single one of you all because some of you will have just a few age spots, dark spots, the hyperpigmentation, and some of you will have a lot. So be patient with yourself, and it is okay to do a little bit of trial and error. So what you're going to do is apply your foundation primer. That is the main thing that's going to help. No, actually, let me back that up. Apply your moisturizer. Your moisturizer is going to help moisturize those cells that are there. It's going to help provide a softer surface for your skincare and that to work on. And if you're dealing any roughness or anything with your hyperpigmentation, it's going to catch on that. So make sure you are using your moisturizer. Like, that is a key thing. But then do your foundation primer. Go ahead. I know that I've talked in the past to do your foundation first and all that, and then come in with your concealers. With your hyperpigmentation, go ahead and let's address this. And different things are going to cancel out. So if you're dealing with redness, a lot of redness, green, is going to be one of the best things to combat that. We did at one point sell a green stick. We do not anymore. I so wish we did because it is great. If you are looking for brown colors, dark, the hyperpigmentation, your peaches and your oranges. So if you're like ivory to medium beige and all that, you're going to do your peaches. And then once you get into the bronzing and all that, then your oranges, so that's where your deep peach. Under eye corrector is going to be more better for that. And then, like, let's see. I'm trying to think what other things to conceal and all that. My mind is going blank. But you can do a little bit of color correcting. And it is okay if you see some. Just know that. So you can stop wherever you feel more comfortable on your concealing. And know that you are going to see your stuff way faster than anybody else. Like your spouse is going to be the one that's like up here and they're going to see everything, but they don't care. If they're that close, they're usually loving on you and all that. So think about stepping back, like what people are seeing like in the grocery store. So not close up. You want to be like 3 to 5 feet from the mirror, and that is what people are seeing. When you're entering a room, 7 to 10 feet back. That is what people are seeing at first. So your impressions and all that. All right, so you can use your concealer first and all that. You can also use finishing spray to go ahead and help with durability and all of that. That is an Epic product. You can also finish out. So then the next thing that we're going to do is build in your CC cream. Now this is what I do for any of my brides or special makeup. I do this for pictures and all that. It helps with just giving that flawless look. And listen, when you think of like a flawless look, I am talking about just being as confident as possible in your skin. Everyone has bits of flaws in their skin and on their face, on their body. There's always something, no one has 100% perfect skin. So, go ahead and get your CC cream. I'm going to apply it. I like to use my liquid foundation brush. That is going to give me a better coverage. And what's going to happen, you can go in circles. You can also stipple. This is stippling. Now, I'm not going to remember to tell you every single thing about all this. I won't. But this is going to be, this is going to give you a lot of information. All right, so we're going to stipple. You can. When you put it on with your fingers, usually a lot of times it's thinner. But you see, this is CC cream. I can make CC cream very thin, or I can make it look like a fuller coverage. Not necessarily full coverage. More like, I guess, a medium coverage. But you can already see, like, it's covering my redness and canceling that out like crazy. All right, so here I'm going to, so you can see the difference. This is me. I'm not moving it off of my skin. I'm doing circles. Let me get just a little bit more. And you know, I work out the back of my hand. You do not have to. But that is just how I did. I don't have my brows done. Because I knew I would go over them, even though I've got my eyeshadow going. Here. So you can see the difference in the coverage. You can play with it. Do different things. See what works for you. All right. And I like to make sure to go down my neck area. All right. Now, and some of you all, just FYI, that have been in the sun and everything, sometimes you all are going to be much darker here than up here. And that is totally fine to match this area. To create more of an ombre. We don't want your face being a different color than your body necessarily. So that is where sometimes a little bit of playing around with things comes into play. But it is okay when you're like this and like maybe you're like, man, you look a little washed out or something. Like that is where my blush and bronzer and stuff is going to come in to help bring in back that color. So you can totally make sure you're not forgetting that as you're canceling things out. All right, so we got CC cream. Then I'm going to go in with my 3D, my matte 3D foundation, or maybe you have luminous if you're on the drier side. It is epicness, the luminous is, especially going into the winter time, giving you that wonderful glow. Yeah, so on the back, and you can also take a sponge. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it just like I did for my, and I would usually take a clean brush. I don't know why I grabbed the same one. So, oh well, that's okay. It may streak a little bit just because I just used this one. So, okay, circle, circle, circle. And you can also do finishing spray in between these two layers. Just let it dry a little bit. So, circle, circle. And let me tell you, any pictures that you've got to get professionally done, they are not going to be able to have to do a lot of touch-ups. This is why I do it for my brides, because I don't want them looking not like themselves on picture day when they're taking so many pictures. That's what I mean by the flawless face. Like, I want their face, as the photo is taken, it looks like them, and it doesn't pull out every single thing, because the cameras are not friendly all the time, and lighting and all that. Here we go. The stipling. Different looks. And like I said, if I would have used a clean brush. I thought about it. All right, and this is also like if you do your eyes beforehand, you can clean up and all that. So you can see that spot shining through just a little bit. And a lot of times, so this is raised a little bit, so it's going to cause shadow. The front is not seen as much, but what you're seeing is the back side of it, so it is raised. And sometimes what I need to do is just go back with my concealer and you sometimes can mix it with your foundation, sometimes you don't have to. Grabbing it a little bit goes a long way, guys. And you're just touching up the back side of it, and see how it's disappearing. Look in the mirror for this. All right, and my chin is not blended in all the way. It's hard to see. There. Yep, I definitely streaked my face just a little bit. So that is why you use two different brushes. Well, I have multiple. All right. So stipling and all that. Then what you're going to go do is you can take your mineral powder. You can use a brush. I do still have some mineral brushes, even though they are not advertised anymore. I'm going to go with my old school. Yes, I do have the old school mineral powder in the lightest shade still, but your silky setting powder or your translucent powder. Oh, I love translucent powder. Sorry, I got a hair like laying on my cheek. I did. All right, and you're going to go through, so you can use your brush to set everything. Or you can take a powder puff and go in. Like I said, this is also application you can do for special events, no matter if you have hyperpigmentation or not. All right. So, do that. All right, and now is where your color. And I know this is a longer video, but I felt this is very important to do for you guys, my people. Okay, I'm looking for a napkin here. Wipe off the back of my hand because I am notorious for getting it in my hair. I'll go poop. All right, so now you've got your face neutralized in that, and it, like I said, it is okay if some comes out. You can also, at this point, you can take some more of your concealer and you can also go over before the powder. I did forget to mention that. Here, now we're going to go in. I can grab some latte in that. Make sure no blush on that. All right. You can go in and bring back some color to your face with some contour or some bronzing right here under your cheekbone. You know, I like to hit up my chin area here. All right. There. See how your face will start to come back alive with some of that. Here, and blush, guys, that's where it's at. Here, I'm going some wineberry, because wineberry is my color, especially in winter. Oh. And it's going to be a bit more intense in person just because I'm doing it, like I said, on the camera. And this is not me like applying an extra filter or anything on my camera. So, alright. So, still going to do my brows on that, but you see how that's coming to life. And I'm going to do my lips. Alright, let me go ahead and do my brows so that y'all can see. Oh my gosh, I had a great brow day yesterday, guys. It was epic. Like, amazing. So just so you know, like, I don't have a great brow day every single day. There was just something special about yesterday. They looked amazing. Short little bitty strokes. Longer ones in the back. Look at that. Look at the difference. With my brows. Some longer ones. I'm just doing some light strokes. I don't like dig in. And I go with some of the way that the actual hairs go. And I have to build in some areas. Like, I don't have a true tail anymore. Thyroid. That's alright. That's one thing I'm like, man, will they ever, like, with my body doing better and all that times and healing, will they ever grow back? They may or may not. Alright. So, awesome brows. Get a little of my powder. I'm gonna blend. I brush them with my little comb. It was epic if you got it, guys, when I did. But all of our brow products, I absolutely love them. All right, so I'm gonna do that. And then just for quickness, let me see. What do I have in the aspect of lips? It would look good with this. Ooh, appleberry. Appleberry work. So, could line my lips and all that. And you don't have to do this bold with your lips and all that. You can totally still pull off a natural look, even with this much foundation. You can do your browns. You can do your nude type lip. And just know, as much as you like smash your lips, you're going to start breaking down color. So try not to do that during the day once you've already applied it. I have a little hair right here. All right. But overall look, with my lips and all that. This look may be too much for you, and that is okay. You don't have to do the berries and the purples and all that. But I do want to show you all just how to layer your makeup so that you can tone down those different colors. And like I said, trial and error. Be patient with yourself. Skincare is going to be the game changer in helping lighten it up. And just remember, it may get a little bit more intense before it gets fully better. Let me know what questions you have. I'm here to walk you through no matter what is going on with your skin and all that. Application tips, all that. Like, what would you like to see? What do you want to have help with? I can't cure every skin thing or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But I can definitely help you with confidence and just walk alongside you in your journey, no matter what that is. So, hope this is helpful. I look forward to talking with you all more.